All right, good morning, Divine Feminines. I hope you're doing well. Let us see what's going on with the Divine Masculines today. I think I'm going to do thoughts, feelings, and actions. I'm not feeling spectacular today. So they're showing me a lot of purple. I have actually been getting this for a day or two, that I feel like the masculine's third eyes are very active, that the curiosity that they have around you is leading them to kind of embrace their more psychic side. So we're going to do it like this. So I already shuffled all the other decks. I just wanted to shuffle this one on camera. Well, oh, we can't see it. The bottom of the deck is the Seven of Cups. We have the Empress and the Three of Swords for overall energy. Yuck. Okay. They're thinking a lot about so that's interesting, because they're actually telling me that they're trying to take responsibility for the way things are, which I think is probably a pretty new experience for a lot of them. Do the relationship cards. I did those already. And they're feeling like, they're actually telling me that they're feeling more of a sense of control than they have in a while. More empowered. Conclusion. Wishing. Oasis of water. Fulfillment. Meditation. Playful. The moon. Well, there's a lot hidden here from you. Movement is what that card was. They're saying movement will happen. Nine of Cups. Page of Cups. This is like the mother card for me. Communication will come soon. Twin flames. Wedding. Door to value. Yeah, this setup is not ideal here. But I was lazy and I didn't want to go over to the other side. Okay, so we saw the Page of Cups, little fishy, yesterday, swimming in the... I'm getting a text with this. I'm getting that in his thoughts, he's thinking, well, I know that we are equal, and there's only so much time. So why am I wasting time here? Why am I pretending that I'm with people I don't really want to be with? It's because I'm unhappy alone. I think he's learning that about himself, that he's learning he doesn't like being alone. And that's caused him to... Okay, so he's been trying to get the validation, and they're saying the supply, like the things his mother should have given him. He's like this is like a foster mother like energy, like the attention and affection and love that he should have gotten from his mother. He's been seeking this. There, we see it again. The little fish right there. He's been seeking this. And figuring out that in a lot of ways he was settling, right? It's like what I was just talking about a second ago. He's like been prioritizing comfort, is what they're saying. And for whatever reason, this, knowing you, and I think your glow up, this is really like a glow up card for me, is like made him feel like, why am I settling for that? Why isn't that I want enough or more than I have? Like, why don't I want equality? For some reason, they're showing me a triangle. Let's look. Four of Swords, Knight of Wands. We had that yesterday, I believe. Sunflower yellow. Moon, again. Mask, deception. So in his feelings, the mask and deception card where they're wearing masks came out together. Walking away. I guess there's a choice before him right now. Like yesterday we had that sun. The whole message was about the sun, and here it's in the center of our reading. The sun and the moon. So there's something here about him figuring out that, you know, he can generate his own light. And again, it's like being in charge of his own feelings. Okay, so the bond that he didn't have with his mother, he took that as, you know, if she abandoned him or if she just was emotionally unavailable, this was really the model of love that he had. And it's been quite a process here, because they keep showing me the 31 on this card of self-worth, is that this is nearing the end of the cycle of this issue. They're saying like the end of this month or the next. Again, I think it has to do with the Venus and Leo long transit, but so he's overcoming this limitation and understanding that he doesn't need other people's love to make him lovable. He's lovable by himself, and he realizes a lot of things now. He realizes he's healing this in and out player behavior, which is more about not wanting to commit, not wanting to have legitimate intimacy. And that's what they're saying, is he learned that false intimacy. What do you call that? Well, he learned how to manipulate, but they're saying he's not really a manipulator, which doesn't make any sense. It's just, it was like a bad habit that hurt him just as much as it hurt other people. So let's see what he'll do. King of Pentacles reversed. Chariot again. Beige. The Alchemist. Camera. Yeah, he's in the process of up-leveling. Oh, look. Queen of Hearts. Queen of Cups. This could be the one. He's in the process of alchemizing these negative. We have the 44 card. He is making quiet plans to move forward here. I think this is Cancer season is what they're indicating. Possibly between Cancer and Leo. So, as always, when the King of Pentacles reverse comes up, which there was a long period of time where it would just constantly come up. And in a lot of ways, that's him, I think, realizing you deserve the best. He wants to give you the best, but he may not be in that position to do that. And that's, like, women are they always respond to my videos like, all I need is love. We don't need the money. But not all men see things that way. It's just part of being a man that they have to deal with in a lot of ways. I mean, obviously we have to deal with it too. But it seems to be a bigger part of their experience currently on Earth. And seeing you up on that pedestal means being able to be worthy of you. So that still is about the self-worth issues. Obviously, balancing that out in yourself will balance that out in him. So he's definitely watching you, definitely finds you extremely beautiful and loving, kind, nurturing. You know, definitely this missing mother energy. You have some magic around that because, you know, that's the Queen of Cups. I do think he can sense that in some capacity, maybe not all, you're waiting for him Okay, so let's look at what's getting ready to come in the relationship. So we again have this Knight of Cups with this letter. I mean, he's taking his sweet ass time. We have two knights, so he's bringing a gift and an apology, or a gift and an explanation about either why he made you sad, how he was sad, why you were missing from each other's lives, how he really never felt disconnected from you because there's this spiritual telepathy, there's this incredible passion that still remains. And again, a card of abundance here. I drive by your house, be resilient, crystalline frequency. Oops. So, yes, again, another card of obstacles. You may be facing challenges, exhaustion, or obstacles. Cultivating resiliency, determination, and fortitude will help you achieve goals. It's basically like saying, don't give up on yourself right now. Don't give up on yourself. Because your strength is really helping him, and he's watching you. Oh, we got 4, and we got, oh, I picked it up from here. Hammer, healthy choices, and cassette. So he's trying to end some unhealthy, as I said in here, choices, dynamics. It could even be lifestyle choices, outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. He has a really hard time staying positive and expressing himself. Like, I think that's why, like, he likes you a lot, because I think you express. And in a lot of ways, you probably give him the, I call it gushing, you know, when the feminine feels a lot for the masculine, it overflows like the Ace of Cups, right? Like there's just a gush, and they like that. It also freaks them out. It depends on how balanced they are. Even though he does want to tell you and make these gestures, and I think if he's in another relationship, he really wants to like take control back of his heart, they're saying. You know, we just keep having the sun imagery. Sun. In a lot of ways, he sees you as this like sun mother, where I know like we kind of think of the feminine as like a moon goddess, divine priestess, but he sees your light. It's kind of pretty the way that they're making it sound. He sees your light very, very, very bright. But, you know, what we know about twin flames is that we're mirrors of each other. And what we know of the moon is that it mirrors the sun's energy, right? So no matter who's the moon and who's the sun in this scenario, it's the same light. And I feel like he's going to get up the courage to speak his truth. I do think that makes him feel very, very vulnerable and out of sorts in a way. And you might just have to be patient. Like, understand that when people aren't used to, when they aren't secure, they can actually be very defensive. It's their mechanism of coping. So let's look at some moon cards. I hope that helped you. I feel like it's kind of gone over what we've been talking about for a couple days now. I do see him wrestling with a bit of control issues and balance around control versus letting his emotions flow. I think that's still going to be a bit of an issue for him. Personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. So that happens in December. But I like this card because it's very, it's a lot about what I'm talking about. Like Cancer has a shell around it, but it's because the inside is so soft and mushy, right? I feel like a win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. So that happens in Aries season. Nothing yet is set in stone. So I agree that this is a mutable moon. Gemini new moon is coming up just in a couple days. Balance, spirituality and practicality, full moon in Pisces. I do think you guys are trying to do that as a couple. Like, I think the feminine is getting more practical and the masculine is getting more spiritual, and that's an integration of the masculine and feminine archetypes. As I've been talking about the sun and the moon, it makes a lot of sense. That happens in Virgo season. Take time to breathe out. Disseminating moon. I think structures are falling away. And here we have the crossbow once again. Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. That happens in Sagittarius season. Don't let your past hold you back. South Node. So we've been having a lot of karmic experiences when the South Node moved into Scorpio. And, yeah. Okay, time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. That happens in Virgo season. Believe in the impossible, blue moon. And then we have the void moon. Void course moon on the bottom. Which has been a lot. We've had a lot of void periods lately. I like that this card came out. It doesn't come out very often for me. I don't use this deck very often. But I do feel like there's going to be a moment in time here where kind of time stands still is what they're saying. And you see, I can't talk. There's going to be a moment in time when the masculine is ready to speak his truth. And they're saying at that point, you know, it's just best to stop talking until he's done talking all the way. Like, I had this message come out once before. It's like, let the pitcher empty all the way, or let the, you know, let all the water come out before you begin questioning and everything, is what they're saying. I'm trying to see if there's any other cards we need to see. I've not used these cards in so long. Oh, this is this deck. We can get a few of these. These are kind of complicated cards. So this conversation, what should we expect? What is the overall energy the divine feminine should expect? Acquiring knowledge, insecurity, manipulation. So, as I was talking about earlier, I think this is going to be a process of him fully learning about so he is becoming more and more aware of his shadow, and you know, you are this light in the darkness, the sun to the moon. And part of why the manipulation is there is to cover up the insecurity, okay? So there's really nothing you need to do with that. We got 16 and 17. Sisters of the season, cycles of growth, natural law, divine order. Lady of the gift, generosity, receiving, withholding. Again, there's this push-pull energy here. I feel like he's being extremely divinely guided right now. And if you don't feel like, everyone's different, and it kind of goes, what I've noticed is either they're having a lot of syncs and you're having none, or you're having a ton of syncs and they're having none. And that kind of has to do with like how connected we are to source energy or to our higher selves. And I think right now that's shifting over back to him. It's like I was in a period of insane syncs. Like, it was crazy. And I think that's shifting back to the masculine. Of course, it may be different for everyone. The Map Maker of Destiny. So I love this card. And again, it has just the fairies on. I mean, they all kind of have fairies on it, but he seems very surrounded by the fairy realm right now. Authentic purpose, inspiration, and free will. And again, he's learning that he can like write his own destiny, write his own book. And that even though he had this experience with his mom. Oh, okay. So they're saying, for a lot of you, this will be a written thing. I think he's wanted to speak it for quite a while, but he may just come to the conclusion that he's not able to get the words out of his mouth. So he may write it, like this guy's holding a quill here. The High Lady of Compassion. Reverence, kindness, consideration. Yeah, I mean, they're saying to be kind, to be giving, to... I love this card. This is like my favorite card in this deck. The Queen of Light, illumination, enlightenment, celebration, and it's the 15. So, you know, that's really how he sees you and what you've done. The Keeper of the Scales, fairness and balance. The Rainbow Prince, compensation, perseverance. So, yes, he... probably some of them went through Dark Night of the Soul, had the illumination of the chakras, and saw through some of the masks of, you know, society, the Matrix, and is looking to come out of that really intense situation. The Dreamwalker, dreams, the collective good, and illusions. So, yeah, here's a card of control. Fruition, abundance, reaping what you sow. Karma, that's the 18. The Word Lord, communication, praise, dishonesty. So the 16th, I think, is the 16th or the 17th is the new moon, and then we have the 18th, and we have the 15th. So somewhere maybe between the 15th and the 20th, we may see some movement around him. Again, his writing here. This is a card of dishonesty, because you see he has just little candles to write by. So he's got just little pieces of light here. Yeah, the winged wise ones. They're helping him. Angelic help, miraculous aid. They're helping him. The cosmos, creativity, and vastness. But he is a little bit lost in the dark void, in the... it's like, where do I belong? So this card, the Chess Queen, is strategy and also trust. And those are kind of the two things on the scale that I think he's balancing. It's like one is manipulation and one is trusting. And he's trying to figure that out because he doesn't trust, right? So now we have two cards here. Integrity and compromise, which I think this one is for you. We have the swan there. That's 21. And then the Hawk Prince is 11. So he's paying attention to spirit communication. And yeah, breaking down the boundaries he's had. But I wouldn't expect him to be, it's not like he's going to see through the illusion and just 100% fully trust that everything, you know what I mean? That's a process for most people. We don't have like complete enlightenment and just go from being like overly controlling and strategizing and manipulating and wearing masks to fully authentic, open, trusting, and allowing, you know, our truth to fully be heard. That's a process of learning that you're going to be okay. So let's see who wants to help the Divine Feminine right now. Lilith. For the first woman, I am the voice of my body and soul. I choose the life that I desire to live. So you can really be a beautiful example of living and speaking your truth. Rita of Cassia, the patroness of impossible causes. I am miraculous. My prayers create powerful channels of possibility. Of course, I mean, I think most of the time the feminine feels like she's the patroness of impossible causes. Hestia, the goddess of sanctuary. So this is very much the mother energy I was talking about. No matter where I am home. The most sacred sanctuary is found within me. So this is the energy to really cultivate within yourself, for yourself, not for other people. Because this is like the glowing, beautiful, the glowing energy of security, right? Lakshmi, the goddess of abundance. I choose to feel abundant. Wealth is an inside job. Again, you're leading him where he needs to go. Queen Esther, the morning star. So this is Venus. My ego is in service of my soul, and I trust my soul's divine timing. So learning to trust yourself and be led, you know, by your love for yourself and your love of being in service. Parvati, the goddess of devotion. I am love that doesn't leave. When I commit to love, my soul evolves. So healing the abandonment and rejection wounds from the mother especially, but the parents within yourself, right? All we can ever do is heal within ourselves. And then Kuan Yin, so she always watches over Divine Feminine. She rides a dragon. The goddess of compassion. I recognize suffering in order to release it. Curiosity breeds compassion. White buffalo calf woman, the prophetess of the sacred way. My heart is a compass. The path of love is true abundance. And Eridine, mistress of the labyrinth. My soul knows the way, and the only way out is through. Yeah, they were showing me a maze earlier. He may be lost in the maze a little bit. Rabia, the queen of saintly women. I am in service of divine love. I move the way love asks me to move. So that's what I was just saying. So we are guided by love. Lala, saint of spoken words. Every word I say becomes a prayer. I am the author of my own story. So last night on my Instagram, so each night on my Instagram, I'm doing energy healing sessions, and they're led by tarot cards, but I think there's 3 that you can see for free on my subscriber tab. There's one I might try to take down so you can see the other 3 that are up there, but they're like somewhere between 45 and 30 minutes long, and they are, last night's was about asking like what would it take questions to heal like our abundance, but that Lala card came up in there. So I thank you for being here. If you want to find me on TikTok or Instagram, I'm Women Manifesting Wealth. All the other information is down below if you want to book a private reading, or I do a lot of different energy healing work too. So talk to you later. Bye.